Всем привет, друзья, товарищи. Мы продолжаем проходить Алана Вейка. Одолели мы тут, короче говоря, Скретча. Абсолютно внезапно, я еще не предполагал, что там будет у нас какой-то босс-файт. И да, проблему с вебкой я решил. Вроде лагать больше ничего не должно. Вот. Там, короче, поскольку телефон старый, уже в разъем болтается, и проводочек, на котором он торчал, тоже немножко стал из строя выходить. Поменял, в общем, я провод. Все прекрасно. Ну и смотрите, что. Перекусить не забудьте под видосик. Я пока картофанчик захаваю. Ну, кнопочку продолжить. Жмякну, пока вы там жмякаете на лайкосик. Вот. Так, здорово, ребятки. Полный пиздос у нас тут.
Scratch is Wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window.
Ага.
How could we get this so wrong? Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show.
С тобой вообще отдельно поговорим, блять.
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Ну не. Это уже перебор. Так.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
О. Это заебись.
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified.
No,
Good
заебись.
news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control.
О.
Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
Временно членов БК, блять. Не посадили бы тебя как... Ладно. Не буду я. Про запрещенную в России организацию.
The horror story is changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
Это хорошие
The whole
новости.
thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
Все? Пообщались?
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, oh, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I
Да,
just need
конечно.
to change the story.
Тут что? Ага.
This is the kind of case my ex hated. The ones that might kill me.
That's funny. The cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
Ха. Да вы, блядь, два собакопара. Так. Это вот сюда вот, от этой хуйни ключик, да? Угу. Отлично. Поизучаем. Что там? Стенограмма показаний субъекта. Параутилит.
Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as.
Угу. Тут что?
The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
Это мы
What
знаем.
the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Это мы сейчас будем узнавать. Все? Больше нихуя нового нам тут? Досье. Скретч.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake, manipulating me. What does he want from me?
Щелкунчик. Угу.
No, I'm in control here. It's my mind place.
Нихуя он.
He's powerful.
Сильный, блядь.
Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Весело. Так. Вейк.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
Так ты же его видел там. Когда он вроде как уже убрался.
Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
Так. Идти тут. Сколько песенок разных нам. Телевизор там какой-то. Так, нам нужна еще доска зацепок. Нападение Вейка. Скретч или Вейк. Это мы знаем, что это был Скретч.
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
Угу. Так, 7 тысяч принадлежащей Барбара Джаггер. Напавший на кейс носил лицо Вейка. Связался со мной. А, подожди. Это вот сюда. Так.
That's not right.
Нет, тут насчет сюда.
I need to know what information I can still trust.
Можно верить. Короче, притворялся Вейком. Тогда это мы все знаем. Ага. Так, что еще? Правда или вымысел? На будущее все, блядь. Культ дерева. О. Культ с Вейком. Не сюда? О. И все на этом тут. Ладно. И по поводу истории. О нормальных особенностях. Кунчик.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
Так. Это темная
The dark
сущность.
presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense.
Ну, опять на будущее все у нас, да? Так, досье Тор.
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
Так. В чертогах разума поразвлекались. Простите, тестовые щелкунчики.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do.
Угу. Разработать новый план. Ага, опять пиздуем. Сюда. Так, Вейк и щелкунчик.
The clicker can fix this. But I can't use it without Wake.
Угу.
Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help. Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From
Так,
the
мне
silence
станцевать надо
of
нахуй,
screams,
сыграть на гитаре.
from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing.
Песни.
Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
Так. Доступное ему заключение. Ага. Цели. Так, подожди. Пустевая кого?
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
О. Так, и чё? Нам нужна
I've got it
песня.
now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good. So
Ну,
we
давай.
need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. Wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back.
Это
You sure
факт.
you have it all figured out?
Угу.
Not just yet.
Так,
Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson.
тогда,
Let me know when you're ready.
тогда мне нужно Ведро, блядь. Где его тут, блядь, найти? Надо сюда, что ли, пиздюхать? А, вот там комната отдыха. Дровоуборщик. Домик. Угу. Попиздуем в домик.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Yaakov was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were.
Это небольшое сердце, тут идиотизм.
I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have. You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing.
Его заставили это написать?
And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing, not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just a name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
Ну, тут хуй поспоришь. Так, окей, с тобой попиздили. Можно еще туда заглянуть. Культ дерева. Закрыть уже этот вопрос нахер. Так, культисты нашли страницу рукописи, содержимое посчитали, что за всем стоит Вейк. Угу. Он не слышал о Скретче. Нет. Ага, вот. Совратила. Так, психологию культистов нет. Цель культа. О. Помогать убивать режимы, а не создавать их.
Think, Saga.
Окей.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time. Wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
Ну вот он, о чем Михалыч. Так. Еще один вопросик тут закрыли, но все мы тут явно не закроем.
I'm gonna deal with the situation, Elmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you.
Красава. Не слюнтяй. Так. Мне теперь надо вот сюда. Это назад. Чего вы тут подождем-то стоите? Полудурки. Вот куется еще что-то. Угу.
It's empty.
I think you may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here.
Так, где тут? Тут точка интереса какая-то.
This is so messed up. I know. I'm sorry. Hey.
Ало. Так. Сейвимся и валим за Вейка. Поиграться надо нам. Блин, что-то раскашлялся я сегодня. Заболеть будет вообще не круто. Так. У тебя тут у нас что? Всякие гранаты, ракетные патроны. Так и хуйни по мелочи. Там все хватает. Подожди. Коробка есть? Коробка есть. Ага. Не понял. Походу пропала. Добро. Добраться до Парламент Тауэр. Где он? Так, это станция Парламент Тауэр. Вот сюда нам нужно. Тут еще дохуя всего. Ну и черт бы с ним. Нам нужно Элис найти. Тоже оно. Элис, мы бежим. Правильно, что ли? Да. Какое обслуживание тут даже без людей, а? Только подходишь, лифт открывается. Ебать, здравствуйте. Возвращение. Чё за пиздос?
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
Угу. Так. Интересные снимочки, конечно, там.
I needed to get inside the manuscript.
Допустим. Так, компьютер. Просто пишу спросить, как ты там? Твой друг Барри. Не волнуйся, как ты там? Вступил в секту. Счастье, благополучие.
For months after Alan died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, shock, the guilt,
Вина.
fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals.
Барри вообще душка. Жаль, его во второй части тут не было, считайте. В смысле, даже считать. Его и не было. Не показано.
He still checks in. Even after he moved out west.
Часть первая. Угу. Вот как будто все скретч. Что-то она нам все должна показать. Так. У нас часть 2, да? Да.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my
Вообще,
bedroom.
олень — это хорошо. ПРДРки помним.
It was a balloon of some cartoon animal.
А,
And
ну
I
ладно.
looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world.
Ну, для нее, да.
It was the perfect image of the horror of caring.
О, господи.
And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
А тебе это помогло? Слава богу. Так, где-то должна быть еще третья часть.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed.
Ну что, у нее там сзади свет барахлит? Нормально?
On the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
Так, и... Здорово.
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
Ага. Иди спеши, ёпта. А, уже написано все.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone.
Вот что это за зачеркивание.
Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already.
И это почему было еще в контроле много зачеркнуто, как будто бы.
I'd write her in, try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Чего, блять? Чего? Стоп, нахуй. Бла-бла-бла-бла-бла. Так. Катсцена закончилась. А, и забрался остальное, да?
The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice. I needed a new draft of the story. One that would get me ahead of Scratch.
Вернуться к рукописи, да?
Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation.
Давай, думай. Опа, нахуй. Маски. С Дуэйром поговорить. Блин, его же должен был другой актер играть. Но он, к сожалению, погиб. сколько, года полтора, что ли, назад. Чувак, который дворецкого, не дворецкого этого, господи, как его зовут-то? На ресепшене в Джонни Уике играл.
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through.
Mm-hmm.
You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors, peeking in, reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time.
Какого такого важного человека?
Long enough. This and our night springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
Чего?
Whatever you say. Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
Так. Выход у нас вот тут, да. Через закулисье. В подвал. Из комнаты уборщика. Короткий путь в подвал. Идите нахуй. Блять, ну тут, конечно же, заперто, да?
The door wouldn't open.
Собака. Испарись. Не беси меня. No.
There is the light at the end of the tunnel.
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta go onward, set the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom, like you have put me. Sehän olisikin.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite. Yötön yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear? That it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos your artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
Пятибалная коробка. Он где он там? Прачечный, да, нет? Открывай давай. А в смысле? Сменить реальность. Где коробка-то, блядь? Не в этой же? Не в этой. Это выход. А в чем подъеб? Простите. А, бля. Да ёкалама. О.
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. They were important, even if I didn't know what to do with them yet.
Допустим. Уёбываем отсюда. Иди нахуй. Такие тут тени ходят, блядь, пугают. И можно и на выход, да? Выбраться со студии, ну да.
sinking deeper and deeper and deeper. This is hell. I'm in hell. I died. I wish I was dead. Let me die. I just want to sleep, please. Let me sleep. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I've written so much. I write. And I write. There's nothing left. It's all gone. I don't know how to write. All the words are gone. There's no more words. Where do they go? Did I eat the words? I recognize these words. Who are the words moving? Oh, this is familiar. Oh, why is this familiar? I've been here before. Have I said this before? I've read this somewhere. Where am I? Who am I? Alan Wake. Wake? That's a strange name, eh? Wake? That sounds like a character. I write a name up. I make that one name up. I don't want to be a character. I don't want to be the story. Just write the story. Ram these words down your throat. Make you choke on these words. Line of words. Secret words. You can't take the words. I eat the words. These are my words. Stop using the words. The words. Come to the word. This isn't your story. It never was your story. The story is a monster. The story will eat you alive. The darkness is coming. The darkness inside. This is my story. You're in my story. Get out of my story. You are a character in my story. You can't stop the story. This story will go on forever. There's no escape. You will never escape. You will drown here. You're stuck in a loop. You don't have a clue. You're lost. You lost the plot. I'll show you.
Нихуя себе. Эдак его переглючило. Так. Ну тут, наверное, тогда сохранимся. У нас там уже на 50 минуточек примерно вышло. Так. Все веселее, но вроде как все близится уже у нас к окончанию. Вот. Так что продвигаться к этому окончанию мы будем уже в следующей серии. Спасибо, ребят, за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии. Что там еще? Подписывайтесь на канал, жмякайте в колокольчик. Проходите по ссылкам в описании. И до скорых встреч. Пока, народ.